Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back. If you are new, welcome to me teaching how to use Roll20's character sheets. In this episode, we will be going over how to level up, add spells, and add items. So we are back with Creed, the tiefling we made during the character creation tutorial. So if you notice that there next to core bio and spells, there's this little gear. You would like to click it, and if you see, there's a lot of information here that I truthfully am still learning myself. But the big one that I personally like is yeah, that's API. I can figure this. Yeah, that requires a pro subscription. Roll20 does have a subscription, but you really don't need it. So the one that I do is exhaustion. So if you come over here, you now have a exhaustion level box. There are 6 levels of exhaustion, with number 6 being death. If you click up to 1, you'll see that it says disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2, speed is halved. 3, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. 4, hit point maximum is halved. 5, speed reduced to 0. 6, death. A lot of people in games that I have watched said that they don't see an exhaustion tracker on Roll20's character sheet. It is there. You just need to find it because it's a little hard to find. So this is going to be for leveling up. So we're going to be leveling. So we want to go to the settings, which is gear, and on the right hand side, all the way at the bottom, you will see launch level plus character mancer. So we like to click the hammer and anvil, and we are going to level Creed up to 4. So with this, we shall go level. Now we have our HP because our fighter is essentially a D10 for its hit die. The medium is 6, which is weird because it should really be 5. Or for the average, or we can roll for it. So we got 8. So now we'll have 20 hit points. And because we are level 2, we get the new ability Action Surge, which allows us to do a second action in a way. However, that's pretty much it for level 2, so we'll go apply changes. So now we have 20 HP. So now we go over back here, click Character Mancer again. So now we are level 3. So some classes, but not all. There are a few that get it at level 1, and Wizard gets theirs at level 2, where you could pick a martial archetype. A martial archetype is basically your subclass. Each class has a subclass. So for this one, for fighters, we have Arcane Archer, Battlemaster, Cavalier, Champion, Eldritch Knight, Side Warrior, Rune Knight, and Samurai. If you're new, Champion is your best bet because it's very easy to manage. Not a lot going on. But for this one, we're going to do Eldritch Knight. So as an Eldritch Knight, we get access to... oh, we got our Disguise Self at level 3. We can now spell cast. We get 2 cantrips from a wizard spell list. And we also have Weapon Bond. Basically, if our weapon gets knocked out of our hand, we can summon it back per bonus action. Very helpful. And now we come to spells. So we can pick 2 cantrips. We have one which is Thaumaturgy, but that's due to racial stuff. We can also get 1 spell, level 1 spell. So with this, we're going to go with Frostbite and why not Shocking Grasp. So now we can pick one level 1 spell. I like to say let's do Shield. Shield is a reaction that increases our AC by 5 points. So our 17 can turn into 23. It's very good. Alright, and that's essentially... wait, sorry, I forgot. We were going to level 4. So we go to level up one more time. And now we have martial versatility, where we can replace a fighting style that we know of, but we're not going to do that. So when we hit level 4, we get an ASI improvement. Basically an ability score increase, ASI for short. Now we could do 2 abilities by 1 each, so 1 dex and 1 strength. We'll increase our strength to 15 and dexterity to 17. Or we could do 1 ability by 2, so we'll have 16 strength. The other option is picking a feat. A feat is essentially a talent of expertise that you can get throughout your lifetime. Some feats are stat specific and some are race specific. In this case, Dragon Fear. In order to use it, you have to be a Dragonborn. We are a Tiefling, however, so we cannot use that. So we're going to go with Infernal Constitution. So we are a Tiefling, we increase our Constitution by 1 to a maximum of 20, and we have resistance to both cold and poison damage and advantage on saving throws being poison. We do not get another spell, however. Actually, no, we do get another spell. Oh, cool. Let's do Magic Missile. So, due to Roll20 being Roll20, we have to manually add our Constitution. So it is now +2 due to Infernal Constitution. I thought it would do it automatically, but I guess that's some others. I guess that's D&D Beyond only. But yes, that is how you level up. It's very simple. Now, here's where things get a little bit more complicated. If you come over to this eye, so for compendium, you see a bunch of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. This is all the information that you can have, that you, the player, have access to. The big thing is items and spells. So say that, hey, I got this new armor. Okay, what is it? It's leather armor +1. So we type in leather armor, and we find leather armor +1. You click it, and while holding the click, you drag it to your character sheet. By the way, you can only do this while it's on the screen, not in the pop-out window, so make sure about that. So when you see accepting drop from compendium, drop it in. You'll get a warning saying that AC is not correct, so we unequip our leather armor. And it'll automatically calculate our new armor class rating with the +1, so it's not 17, it's now 18. If you want a new weapon, in this case, say a flail, we can put that in as well. And we now have a new weapon to use. It'll automatically do that. Sometimes things get a little weird where you have to implement it yourself. Like there's a cantrip called Toll of the Dead where it is a wisdom saving throw on your enemy. However, the Roll20 doesn't have the damage input, so you have to put it in yourself. So you find a spell, you find Toll of the Dead, you put Toll of the Dead in. And if you notice, it is not in your attacks and spell casting. It is in your spells, however. And if you click it, it just does this. So, what we do is that we go to our attacks and spellcasting. We click the plus. We type in the name, Toll of the Dead. It is not an attack. You're not proficient in it. Its range is 60 feet. By the way, you could have this information at your fingertips all the time. Its its damage is nothing because it is a cantrip. Or its proficiency. So its damage is Toll of the Dead does 1d8 necrotic damage. So we type in 1d8 plus 0 plus nothing else. And we type in necrotic. However, if your opponent has lost HP, it does a different damage die. So we'll click this one here. And we'll type in 1d12 and necrotic. And wisdom saving throw. We'll click whiz. And click the gear. And if we click Toll the Dead, a syntax error will show up. Hold on. Let's try this. Oof. Alright, yeah. Like I said, I think I know why the D's were capitalized. Oh, that's why. I accidentally had a exclamation point instead of a 1. Make sure you always double check your inputs. So now we click it. And now, as you can see, we have the 1d12 damage on the right and the 1d8 damage on the left. But when we level up to 5, it will increase to 2d8 or 2d12. So when we hit level 5, we have to basically go back in, go to our damage types, replace the 1 with a 2, click the gear again, and now we have this instead. Wow, that's really good. And that's basically how you modify your character sheets. Get rid of this because the Eldritch Knights can't have Toll the Dead. Also, if you look here, every time you get new abilities, it will automatically go to the features and traits. It's very helpful and very handy. Trying to figure out if there was anything else that I needed to say. Oh, right. So, close this window. Pan here. So in this case, this character tile here will represent Creed. You will have a character portrait or whatnot, whether that's stock art or art you've made or art you commissioned, that's okay. So in order to move it, you click it like so, and you'll see 3 circles on top and 2 circles at the bottom. To move this, you just click and hold, and you can move it. Settings basically is for name and what your token is. If you have an aura, you can input a number for 10 feet and an aura will show up. You can change it from circle or square. Over here are stamps. You can color code yourself. X means that you're down or dead. And you have various other icons to signify status symbols. Don't ask me what the gradient one is for. This is basically AC, HP, and I honestly don't know what the third one is, but we don't really technically use that because we usually just follow this. Also, if you notice, every time you level up, you get more hit dice in your hit die pool. But yeah, I think that covers everything that I really wanted to touch on. Um, Thank you for coming. Hit like or subscribe. Doesn't matter which. I don't do this for money, or I just want to help people to learn how to use Roll20 better. Let me get rid of that art. Oh, now you see GM stuff. Ho 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 ho. Boop. But till then, thank you all for coming. I do D&D games every Saturday. Some at 3 p.m. Central, some at 6 p.m. Central. We have a 3 p.m. Central game this coming Saturday on November 5th. Till then, you can find me on Twitter at Epic Gaming or Twitch at Ebia7, capital Ebia number 7. No, lowercase Ebia number 7. YouTube is capital Ebia. Stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Thank you all. Hope you guys have a good time, and hopefully this helped.